We'll be taking more questions on algebraic products. As always, for each video, you can pause and try it. If you haven't watched the previous videos on algebraic products, I recommend you start with that, since today we'll be only dealing with more complex questions. I'll leave the link in the description. Let's get started. So here's question number 1. How do we approach it? How do we deal with it? So if you look up here, we'll see that the bracket x minus 5 is strip off 3, meaning the bracket x minus 5 should be expanded 3 times. X minus 5, x minus 5, and x minus 5. So from here, you have to choose a pair. Firstly, we can choose a pair of brackets to deal with. So I'll take this two to deal with. These 2 brackets to deal with. Then, meaning we'll have to forget x minus 5. The first bracket, we'll have to forget it for now. So I'll just write it and leave it like that. Then now what happens with the other 2 brackets? We'll have to expand them. So we know that here we can write it like this: x minus 5 minus 5, x minus 5. Why like this? Because we know this will multiply this, this will multiply this, this multiplies this will multiply this, and multiply that again. So hence this is the way we can write it. So from here we can just now simplify this one here, this one here, this and that. So x multiply x, it's x squared. X multiply minus 5, negative 5, x. Then now negative 5 here multiply x, it's minus 5, x. Same negative 5 multiply a negative 5. This will give us a positive 25. We can even change the bracket now to a normal bracket. So what happens now is that we're able to spot the like terms here, negative 5x, negative 5x, and this gives us a negative 10x. So our next step would be x minus 5 is to keep it as it is. Now here it's x squared minus 10x plus 25 inside the bracket, just like that. Then from here, the procedure is still the same. We know that x will multiply the x squared that side, will multiply the 10x that side, and multiply the 25 that side. Same applies to the negative 5, will multiply x squared, multiply negative 10x, and multiply the negative 25, multiply the 25. So you can just write it in a way that demonstrates that. So you can best write it this way: this x here multiplies x squared minus 10x plus 25, the whole bracket. And negative 5 will also multiply x squared minus 10x plus 25. So our next step from here would be that we multiply. Now we can distribute, we simplify x multiply x, just like that. So x minus x squared, x multiply x squared, it's x to the power 3. X multiply negative 10x, it's negative 10x squared. X multiply 25, it's 25x. Then now negative 5 multiply x squared, this is negative 5x squared. Negative 5x, negative 5 multiply negative 10x. What do we get? A positive 50x. Then negative 5 again multiply 25. What do we get? We get negative 125. Then our next step would be that we have to check the like terms. So negative 10x squared is a friend to negative 5x squared, and 25x is a friend to 50x. Then let me write it in a rearranged way. X equal 3, 10x equal 2, 5x equal 2, plus 25x plus 50x minus 125. Then now it's in a rearranged way. Then now you can just say x equal 3. Then we deal with these like terms. Negative 10x squared and negative 5x squared. This gives us negative 15x squared. Now moving to this part as well of the like terms. So it's 25x plus 50x. This gives us plus 75x. Then a negative 125. And like this, there's nothing more to be done. This is our final answer. Let's take the second question. And our second question looks like this. And to approach it, our approach is still the same as the previous ones. You have to remember this one will multiply that one, we'll multiply that side again. Sum applies with the 3 here, we'll multiply this here, so multiply there too, also multiply here, multiply there, multiply there. We just have to remember that. So now we can just simply demonstrate it in a way that will make things easier for us. So we know the x squared will multiply the whole bracket, x squared multiply the whole bracket, x squared minus 2x minus 9, and we know that plus 3x will multiply the whole bracket, 2x minus 9, and negative 5 will multiply the whole bracket. I won't have space here, x squared minus 2x minus 9 will multiply the whole bracket. So yes, that's what will happen. So now we can start with the first bracket, which is having x squared there. So it's x squared multiply x squared, it's x to the power 4, x squared multiply negative 2x, this is negative 2x to the power 3, then it's x squared multiply negative 9, this is negative 9x squared. Then now we're moving to this one here, multiply there, multiply there, multiply there. So it's positive 3x multiply x squared, this is positive 3x to the power 3, the x multiply negative 2x, this is negative 6x squared, and now it's it's positive 3x multiply negative 9, and that is negative 27x. Now we're moving on to negative 5 here. We multiply x squared multiply 2x multiply the negative 9. So it's negative 5 multiply x squared. This is negative 5x squared. And now negative 5 multiply 2x, or negative 2x, is it's positive 10x. Then now negative 5 multiply negative 9. This is positive 45. I don't have space here. Positive 45 plus 45. Then now we're able to see that we have like terms. This is a friend of this one, and a friend to which one? Yes, only they. And this is a friend with this, and a friend with this one here. And finally, this one here is a friend with this one here. So let's write it in a rearranged way. X to the power 4 minus 2x power 3 plus 3x to the power 3 minus 9x squared minus 6x squared minus 5x squared, and we're going now minus 27x plus 10x plus 45 plus 45. Let me erase this 45 here, so I can write it down here, plus 45. Then now it makes things simpler for us for this part here. x to the power 4, negative 2x to the power 3 plus 3x to the power 3. This is x to the power 3, or 1x to the power 3, positive x to the power 3. Then now, here to this second part of like terms. So the sign is common, which is a negative. Then now is 9 plus 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. Then 15 plus 5 is 20. Then it's 20x squared, negative 20x squared. Then now in this final part of like terms. This one here. So it's negative 27x plus 10x. So the bigger sign is negative. Then 27 minus 10 is 17x. Then plus 45. And there's nothing more to be done. This makes our final answer. We can move to the final question. And this is how our final question looked like. And so the approach is still the same. 2x squared multiplied the whole bracket, x squared minus 5x minus 4. We multiply the whole bracket, so you can write it. We multiply x squared minus 5x minus 4. So applies to negative 3x. We'll multiply the whole bracket, x squared minus 5x minus 4. And so applies to negative 6. We'll multiply x squared minus 5x minus 4. So from here, we just simplify. 2x squared minus multiply x squared multiply 5x multiply negative 4. So 2x squared multiply x squared. This is 2x to the power 4. Then 2x squared multiply 5x. Multiply 5x here. This is negative 10x to the power 3. Now multiply 4, negative 4. Answer is negative 8x squared. Now we're moving to negative 3x. Negative 3x multiply x squared. The answer here is negative 3x to the power 3. Negative 3x multiply negative 5x. This is positive 15x squared. Negative 3x multiply negative 4. This is positive 12x. Now we're moving on to negative 6 here. Negative 6 multiply x squared here. We get negative 6x squared. Negative 6x squared. Negative 6 multiply again negative 5x. We get positive 30x. Positive 30x. No, come here. I don't think I have enough space here. Positive 30x. Then negative 6 multiply negative 4. Then we get plus 24. So we'll notice this way we have like terms. This is a friend with this, and this is a friend with this, and a friend with this one here, and this one here is a friend with this one here. So let's rewrite them in a rearranged way. So it's 2x to the power 4 minus 10x power 3 minus 3x power 3 minus 8x power 2 plus 15x squared and negative 6x squared plus 12x plus 30x plus 24. Plus 24. Let me erase here. Oh. Plus 24. Did I forget something? Yes. It should be 30x here. Plus 24. So now use our answer. 2x power 4. Dealing with the first part, here we get negative 13x to the power 3. Coming to the second part here of like terms, we get 8 plus 15. We get negative 23. Then negative 23 plus 6, it's 29, negative 29, x squared. Then now we are at the final part of like terms, which is 12x plus 30x. Then this is 42 plus 42x plus 24. And this is our final answer. There's nothing more to be done. And that's all about today's video. If you found this video helpful in any way, please subscribe and leave us a like for more math videos. See you on the next one.